Don't pay this guy no mind. He looking for a little bit more attention. We already getting enough attention. But he looking for something over there looking like he got a Harley Davidson out.
Just do the introduction.
Listen.
So I can hit you with mine.
Hey, you know what it is. 99 ain't good enough. We be keeping 100. Welcome back. Welcome back. Coach Tommy Jones to my left. And we got Mr. Erica Estrada to my right. With that purple rain on. Purple rain. What's up? We want to get into today, man. Get into the NBA playoffs. The NFL schedule has been released. Been a few things happen this week.
Yeah.
In mid-May. Yeah. We want to give you our take on.
Wait a minute. We got to go through my rant first.
Oh, boy. Yeah, rant time. Rant time is supposed to be chalk talk, but now we got rant time with Dak.
We got to stop this false narrative about basketball is better when the New York Knicks are better because basketball is the mecca. Because New York is the mecca of basketball. It ain't been the mecca of basketball, Jones, for what, 30 years, 35 years?
At least.
I don't know who started. Well, I know where it started, back when New Yorkers could actually play. So I get it. But we got to stop this whole New York basketball. Oh, when the Knicks are better, it's better for the league. That's one of the biggest myths in all of sports.
Well,
we got to stop it.
Can I be devil's advocate for a second, sir?
Please.
Well, I mean, you know why they say that, right?
Yeah.
I don't. I would love for you to illuminate.
I know exactly why.
Tell me why.
Well, the most,
because it's the biggest media market?
And the most lucrative franchise in the NBA. So definitely the league is better when the Knicks win.
Just name me 5 New Yorkers right now that play in the NBA. Not named Kemba Walker or Tobias Harris.
Because that's where I was going, Kemba and Tobias. I'm sure it's somebody. I know the kid from OKC that won the dunk contest a couple years ago. He's from New York.
That's one.
Which I hate that I don't know his name. Played at Kentucky. Didn't even play that year. That's 3. I need some references.
So if I could compare anything, just say the state of Florida in football. Would you struggle to name football players from the state of Florida?
Never.
Oh, okay. Just saying.
So your rant is
I'm sick
and
of the
tired of being
overhyping
sick and
this
tired.
New York, being the Mecca, New York, blah, blah, blah. They can't play. They haven't been able to play for 30-plus years.
Okay, so
that's it. My rant is over.
Thank you for that water, Nick.
Thank you for the water, sir.
And y'all got white service?
Yes.
And I would also like to add, Tommy Jones tried to ease one by so that they tried to brush by.
Whoa.
You know,
he living in the past.
He go talking about, I'm one of the few guys that's taking 2 teams to the state tournament. Ooh. Say what it is.
Say it with your chest.
I'm the only person to take a men's and a women's team to the state tournament.
JUCO.
Say that.
JUCO.
In the state of Florida.
It's one more. It's one more.
It's one more. It's 2.
Yeah, but it was some extent. It was some weird circumstances. Somebody got hurt. Somebody got killed. He took over the team.
So Coach Tommy Jones is one of one.
Always trying to undersell himself, man. Say it. I say it for you.
So let's tell him why we don't use the word humble. Because we're not lowering ourselves for nobody. We don't use humble.
That is impressive.
We don't use humble.
When there's when a coach in Florida JUCO basketball took a men's team and a women's team to the state tournament, that's very impressive.
I think somebody else done did it since then too.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, the guy, it was some weird circumstances.
No, I think somebody else did it after me. I think.
Somebody gonna fact check us.
Well, we go do like they always do. Tommy Jones was the first man to ever do it since since it was done in 1989. Right. Yeah, man, he always trying to undersell himself. That was a very impressive coaching feat.
Listen,
I think it should be lauded and applauded.
Okay, so
I appreciate it, young
going
brother.
forward,
yes, sir.
with the with Dak's rants, we have to limit you to
at New York,
at least 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes on the rants, okay?
All right.
2 minutes. We got a show to do.
I went a little bit over.
We're a little bit over.
My bad.
That's all right.
Organizational practices versus good players and the flack that good players get for not winning championships.
For playing for shitty organizations?
For playing for terrible organizations. Now, we're going to go through the plethora of teams. Now, I'll start with the NBA. Mm-hmm. Something that I know and I think we all know. When you look at the NBA, there's probably 6 or 7 teams that probably should be dismantled, and those players should go to other organizations to make a more competitive league.
Jones, what they call that? Contraction rather than expansion?
Yep.
Yeah, contraction.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that definitely should happen, and you're only saying that because over and over and over that because one, think about geographically what some of these areas are. Like who wants to go play in some of these markets?
Yeah. Well, what happened is they went a little crazy with the expansion when the league started building.
Not around the time Mike started winning. That didn't happen, did it?
That's exactly when it happened.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He had a nice little schedule of expansion teams. He had to play about 5-6 times.
So you're saying when he smoked Big Country playing for the Grizzlies, you know what I mean, a couple times, and
And the Raptors.
Toronto, we just came on in.
The Magic were relatively
was
new.
relatively new.
The Heat were relatively new. Minnesota was new. Charlotte was relatively new.
So what? But last I checked, you beat who in front of you.
I'm just saying.
Line them up.
The fact still remains. He definitely benefited from expansion.
Yeah, but anyway, they went crazy with the expansion, and now I'm kind of with you. Maybe we might need to scale this thing down, and that'll make the other teams a little bit better.
Yeah, make them a lot better, and we're able to see because we see such a large percentage of teams that's competitive in the West versus competitive in the East.
Well, what's gonna happen too is you bringing it, and I ain't trying to stop nobody from getting paid, so don't go there.
That ain't gonna happen, Coach. They still gonna get it.
Yeah, but what happened is you got so many of these young dudes coming in. They're not ready.
They drafted on potential.
On potential.
Yes, sir.
Which you know how I feel about potential.
Yeah.
Means you ain't did shit yet. All right? But they long, they athletic, so they drafting them, and then it's taking a few years for them to come around if they come around at all.
Julius Randle.
Yes. He
Ballin'.
came around.
And the Knicks didn't think he was gonna be doing this.
I didn't.
I still don't understand why LA let him go. I thought they should have held on to him.
I know he's grateful and thankful that
No doubt.
to be in a system that he's in, to be able to flourish and expand his game.
No doubt.
Yeah.
The way so now the Knicks are doing what they do, despite my guy here's rant. The Knicks are, and he's a big reason because of that. He's averaging 26-9,
10 maybe.
10?
I know.
They got a young team.
Yeah.
Kevin Knox on that team.
Yeah.
Frank Nikitla or whatever he is on that team.
Barrett.
From across,
But
Barrett.
look at what Derrick Rose is doing.
Oh,
Derrick
man.
Rose has been
Derrick Rose.
revitalized,
Oh, man.
coming off the bench
Listen.
and doing what he's
I'm
doing.
saying his
done
thing
changed
about-
this whole game.
Yes.
That's actually a good idea. Maybe we should go contraction as opposed to expansion. That'd be.
Yeah. Now, if
That'd
we
be-
could
that'd
go
be-
control, and again, a lot of times we can present these things to people, and people say contraction, and then you look at it like these guys that play on these bad teams. It is what it is. Last I checked, there hasn't been a young team in the NBA that won an abundance of basketball games.
It doesn't happen.
It don't happen.
No.
Because you're still learning how to play. Well, the same thing applies to the NFL. When you look at
Yep.
now, but I think let's dig a little deeper, fellas. Why are the organizations present day great? Why are the Patriots so great? Why over and over? Why the Kansas City Chiefs is coming to play in regards? How can the Eagles win a Super Bowl 3 years ago and now barely win 4 games after that?
'cause
I mean, we know injuries and all that play a part, but free agency, it's a lot of different moving
It's a lot of
pieces
different
to make
parts.
that happen. How
No
can
doubt.
how can a unit like the Golden State Warriors draft as well as they did be consistently great, barring any injuries over the latter part of the last 5 to 7 years?
That was impressive what they did.
That was very impressive.
They kind of they caught a little bit of luck in there.
Oh, it counts.
Cause Steph didn't do nothing the first about 5 years because them ankles was tore up.
1-5.
You sure?
Definitely went 5, Coach. It was about 3. You tripping?
Well,
Definitely. His ankles was tore up.
I'm with you though.
That
I'm
boy
with
like
you
he got,
though.
that boy like he rocking some cast on his feet. That ankles ain't nothing.
and then he came around, obviously. You know what I mean?
Clay. They hit on Clay.
You know what I mean?
Draymond
They hit on
Draymond
Draymond.
is the perfect storm.
for that team.
Yes.
For that team.
Because
For that
David Lee was starting.
Yes.
David Lee got hurt.
Yes.
And Steve Kerr made the OG call and was like, I'm staying with Draymond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because David Lee was hurt too much.
And they had Bogut too in the mix of
Yeah.
that. When Bogut,
Big Bogut.
big Andrew Bogut.
No,
you know what I
no,
mean? So
yeah.
they finding kind of what mesh. But I think when you look at it, and I don't get caught up in the GMs, executives of the year, and all
No,
that.
no,
but
no.
They GM, man.
That was impressive. That's kind
Wow.
of like that's like the Oklahoma City run of drafting Durant,
Right?
Westbrook, and
But
Hart.
then you give it all away.
Yeah.
Well, no. I don't think they gave it all away. Free agency hurt them. Westbrook stayed loyal. Durant decided to leave, and
Oh,
Harden,
yeah.
and Harden only left.
I thought
for
they
like
traded Harden.
No, Harden only left for like $8 million.
You gave away the best player. Oops.
Who?
Harden.
Never
I'm just saying.
over Durantula.
I'm just saying.
Coach, I like
The
I
Nets.
like what you're saying. Listen, I'm gonna go on record right now. And it ain't a rant for me, but I don't like how nobody don't respect Westbrook the way he deserves to be respected. What he doing in the league. If you were stat chasing on any level, if they say that's what he does, what he's putting up is extremely difficult as a former basketball player, and that's all I got to say.
I'm gonna give you this.
This ain't the.
I'm gonna give you this. Let me give you my retort.
Yes, yes. I'm waiting.
Westbrook, I'm gonna give him his love, but it was much more difficult in the days of the Big O. When you shooting threes, the rebounds coming out further.
I got you.
And the guards can get more rebounds.
Listen, I'm not comparing the two.
Pace is definitely different.
Pace has a lot. Listen, we're not gonna put the intangibles in. I'm just talking about.
I ain't gonna hate on him.
Right, when
impressive.
nobody like when you got like when his
Nobody
numbers
else doing
are
it.
dumb.
Nobody else doing it.
But all I'm saying, Reed, like, I don't have to like it.
Oh no! I know you don't have to like it.
I don't want to see somebody running out of control and doing all this
See,
stuff,
see,
and then
like-
somebody
I'ma
talking
tell
about
you-
You know what I'm saying?
he a
See,
dog
look, you
because
hit a
he's
baby
running
jab.
out of control.
Can I
Hit a
put
baby
a top?
jab. You hit a baby jab.
Let me put a little top on this. I thought a lot of Westbrook, but then when I watched LeBron literally humiliate him in the bubble, dunk on him, handle him,
But Coach,
pin
we
him on the
talking-
glass.
we
No,
talking
I
about
know.
the golden child.
It
We
is-
are.
It is Braun.
We are.
Right.
It is.
It's Braun, Coach. Like you
like-
ain't say Schroeder.
Yeah, like he said.
Like you ain't say
Listen, yeah, like he said. Adam Morrison.
Adam Morrison. Right? Like you kidding me?
Yeah, like Adam Morrison
Like you-
came in
like-
and destroyed
Like
it.
you said, come on.
Come on, Jones. It's
My
Bronny.
bad. My bad.
Like it's
My bad.
it's Bronny Senior.
Yeah. My
Like
bad.
come on.
Nah.
Back to the topic.
No, but I mean,
Let's go back to the topic. My bad.
Westbrook is a guy that I don't enjoy watching play, and I don't know, like, if
I do.
I don't know if Kevin Durant enjoyed playing with him. I don't
And
know
that's
if
very
Bradley
likely.
Beal is enjoying playing with a guy who plays that style of basketball.
Definitely
I
enjoying
don't
playing
know.
with him because I think they mesh better than he's ever meshed with anybody, even with the Harden experiment.
And they just missed the playoffs.
Who did? The Wizards?
Yeah.
Oh no, they
No,
finna,
they gonna end
They
it.
in?
they finna
they
get
in.
them playing. I
they
I
think.
don't
in.
even know what's going on.
Yeah, with this whole play-in thing. But back.
I'm thinking I'm watching the play-in game the other night. I was like,
No, I bet on them overs. Bet 125, 130. Over.
I need to get with you.
What? Them games are going flat over.
y'all tough, boy.
So contraction is something that we agree on in saying that. So let's segue. The players that will, in future tense, get the flack from not winning the championship and versus the players that have already received the flack from not winning the championship. Is that organizational? Is T-Mac Yao Ming experiment because the GM decided that would work, putting shooters around him and they couldn't get past the
When-
second round in the playoffs?
when-
Is that on T-Mac or is that on
Why are
Houston?
we going with da-da-da? And what I'm saying is they the ones came up with this winning the championship shit.
Yeah.
When because you didn't win a championship, you wasn't a great player.
I thought the goal was to put the ball in the hole
I thought so.
at a 1 out of 2 clip.
1 out of 2 would get you cold paid.
Cold
boy.
paid.
You know what I mean? So
And
guess
then you
what?
decided to do that better than anybody else did.
But let me tell you something. Show me, I could be wrong. Show me anybody that won a championship without a Hall of Famer next to him.
Ew.
I can show you one.
I can
Who?
you know, me too.
Akeem on the 94 Rockets team.
Yeah.
Not the 95 team.
94.
You good, boy.
Maxwell, Sam
You
Cassell,
good.
Robert Ory.
Oh, you just named 3 dogs.
Yeah, oh, no. You
And we don't use
Now-
that term.
No,
And I
we
hate
don't.
that term.
Yeah.
You just
But
literally
them
named
legitimate
3
dogs.
No, I know I did.
Listen.
But
let me-
now,
let me give you a little
can we
story.
find that?
But no Hall of Famers on that
Let me
team
give you a little story.
except the
And you
Dream.
know why he's able to do that? Because we just had this conversation.
I
probably
killed
like-
him with
Did
that
you?
one day.
Yeah.
Okay,
about-
let me give you a little story. I met Vernon Maxwell. Went to Florida.
Florida boy.
Met him up on the
Gainesville.
campus. Cool as ice. Cool as ice. Hell of an athlete. Hell of a dude. You know, we were chopping it up. He was trying to get me to walk on because I met him in the floor of the gym. And we was playing a little ball. They were like, well, damn, who is this dude right here? I was like, I ain't nobody. I'm just in there hooping with y'all. And he was like, man, y'all, you need to come out here with us, man. We could use somebody else on the squad. At that time, it might be before y'all time now. Storm and Norman was the coach.
Norm Sloan,
Norm
for those
Sloan.
of you at home keeping score.
Hey, man, y'all gonna stop picking on me, man.
I'm just saying, Reed.
like, this might be before your time.
Norm Sloan.
And all that. Y'all ain't gonna keep doing that to me, man. Do I need to go to an
But-
almanac and
but-
You sitting about your almanac. You
Right,
good.
I mean, where? Exactly. So I'm gonna lean on y'all.
But
But I mean, you gonna keep picking on me like that?
But I met Vernon then, real cool. But there was some fire in there.
Yeah.
There was some fire in him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Vernon was a defensive back first all
I
state.
never knew that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Hell of an
Football.
athlete.
Yeah.
Hell of an athlete. But he was trying to get me to come out and walk on and all that. And at that time, the cards wasn't right. Trying to dish out a little money for dental school for wifey and do this
Okay.
and do that.
Gotcha.
It was over.
Gotcha.
feel
So
me?
the fact that we can only name one team since '94 doesn't disprove the rule.
There you go.
That's just
you
some-
just said something the other day. One
Right.
thing don't
And
disprove
that
the
don't
rule.
I'm glad you said that.
So,
'cause that you beat
so
me to
my
it.
thing is, so ESPN, I never heard none of this before, fellas, about winning a championship. Now all of a sudden, they come along, they got more stats.
But that's what sells. The greatest winner of all time is Robert Horry, and
Right.
you know, and all these.
Who?
Robert. I mean, that's you'll hear that a lot.
And well, I guess modern
Basketball, not Bill
Because
Russell.
you
Here
know
we
all
go.
the- yeah,
Here we
Jones,
go.
all the
Ain't
old stuff
nobody
doesn't count.
won nothing since.
Since. Yeah.
Then they're the first
makes
one
zero
since.
sense then.
You ain't the first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Who's your favorite running back growing up?
My favorite running back growing up, believe it or not, it was just yours as well, Eric Dickerson.
I never heard like in the early '90s when he retired, his career isn't fulfilled because he didn't win a ring. That stuff started coming later.
Yeah.
Like when I grew up, I didn't hear that stuff.
My favorite,
Like you said, that's how.
my favorite was Tony Dorsett. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah, I definitely know who that is.
That's my boy.
Can I hit you with a nugget from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania?
Look at you.
Home
Yes,
of
sir.
Darrell
That's my
Revis.
boy.
So
Hey,
we just
Danny
Darrell
Don, he was on Monday Night Football. My boy went, Danny Don said, oh, no, he just went 99.5 yards.
Against the Vikings.
Yes, sir.
Against the Vikings.
And you know Danny Don hit him with the, turn out the lights, the party is over.
So we just named two.
Don Meredith
two-
for those
two Hall
keeping
of
score at
Famers.
home.
Two Hall of
Okay.
Famers that played for organizations that is it
They won. He won a Super Bowl.
No, Tony Dorsett. No, I'm talking about just as far as so that's what I'm saying. One
yeah.
one elite organization
Yeah.
versus
Right.
So
Good call.
it's a give and take with the organizations, the players, but ESPN will come up with this. It's all on the player. Come on, man, you need some help.
Right.
Mike had help. Pippen is in the Hall of Fame. Rodman is in the Hall of Fame.
Coach. You know what we need to stop doing?
I ain't know Mike had
No,
help.
no, we need to stop doing.
You ain't-
ESPN didn't come up with this. Disney did.
Yeah, the parent company.
okay.
That's who own them.
Because it's
parent company.
entertainment.
Because it's entertainment. So if I put these, for example, if
That's what
I
came
seen
up
something this week that said, what team would you pick? It had Duke and 5 players that played at Duke: Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, Zion. It was 5, and then it had a Kentucky squad: Booker, John Wall. It's all to create a conversation. It was three.
That's what. Yeah.
Three
It's
teams.
entertainment.
Yeah,
It's
so-
entertainment.
So that's what it is. So when you
That's
get,
why you have the top 10, the not top 10,
Right.
plays of the week.
Plays of the
Because
week.
sports is supposed to be informative. The Yankees beat the Orioles 5-3. Mario hit 2 home runs.
Yeah.
Here's a highlight.
Yeah, so
It's
but
supposed to be
again,
all that other stuff.
why is so much dominance and prominence in a Lakers organization, a New York Yankees organization, a Dallas Cowboys organization?
Well-run organizations with the talent.
with
it's
the
a
talent.
combination.
But it means
a
something.
little bit of luck, too.
Oh, you gotta have some luck.
But I also think this too. I think at the top of the food chain, when you have owners, general managers, directors of operations, all that are intangibly on the same page, where you take somebody like
On the same page.
on the same page, but also at the top, you think at the end of the day, luxury tax means something to
George Steinbrenner?
to George Steinbrenner,
Nah.
to Jerry
No,
Jones.
because the money you're gonna make, it dwarfs that luxury tax.
Yeah, but see, and we all know those owners, those billionaire owners, lose money on most of the organizations. It's most tax write-offs. So now when you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna spend a little bit more cheese to show that I'm a winner. or I'm a little bit more competitive, or I'm gonna hire this guy, pay this guy this because he deserves it, because he know exactly what to go get.
Can I tell you this? Pros down to JUCO. It take money.
Why are the
to
Kansas
win.
City Royals and the Detroit Tigers have been consistently bad for an extended period of time?
Baseball.
Because not only they're not spending the money, but when they do,
Like I'm
they
talking
spend it in the
about
wrong
bad.
place.
for like
They spend it in the
30
wrong
plus.
place. Oh, it's been a long time.
for the Lions and the
You a
Royals.
Tigers fan?
The Royals did go to the World Series 5 years ago, but before then they hadn't been in the playoffs.
You a fan of them?
No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan
you
of
like- you just
baseball.
watch
I
a lot
like
of baseball.
But I'm just saying, like when you look at just consistently, just not in the.
I forgot you was a baseball player.
Yeah, I was a baseball guy.
You was a big ass baseball player.
Very big.
What
Yeah.
position you played?
I played catcher.
Damn, they
And I
couldn't
played
miss
pitcher.
you in the backstop.
I played pitcher in
Wasn't no
little,
wild pitches
I
with
played
your ass
pitcher in
back.
Little League. I played pitcher and third base in Little League. And in Senior League, I played catcher and third base. But
Can I
catcher
ask you
was my-
something?
Yes,
Was
sir.
you big all your life?
Younger, but then as I got little.
Once you hit the
fifth,
big
sixth grade,
wheel, you was big as hell. For
yeah, I
a
was
bit.
That's when you
big,
used
and then
to
I
look.
kind of tapered off
Did you?
a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I can show you pictures from like Little League with me and Demetrius Gilbert, and Demetrius Gilbert is towering me.
Oh yeah.
Like towering me.
For those that haven't tuned in, it's a shame because you should have been tuned in.
Should have been tuned in.
This the biggest damn guard I ever seen. I
Been
always throw
says
that.
Been says that about once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month. And again, when he referenced me being a guard, I was a kid dribbling around the hood, didn't know how big I was going to be. And then guess what? Lo and behold, I became a little skilled. I was 6'6" in the 90s,
Bruh.
dribbling and shooting the basketball.
Bro, I don't wanna
Nobody
get-
else was doing it.
I don't want to get off the subject because I had to graduate and went on and was doing whatever I was doing. When I seen your ass, I said, "What's a good side post player?" They were like, "Oh, he'll guard." I said, "Who?
Right.
What? What the hell?"
He was tough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
my
So
bad.
yeah, that's all good. That's all good. So using the reference of just a lot of these organizations,
Like the Tigers and the Royals, they've been horrible for like 30 years.
30.
A long time, bro.
But let's look at
So let
let's
me
look at
ask
the
you
Big
this.
Four.
I used to have
Listen, but what they do now, a lot of them owners, they just in it to make money.
No,
Because
I
they
get
making
it.
money. That's a cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
So I used to have a theory, and I don't know how accurate it is. If you look in the NFL,
You got a lot of theories.
yeah.
You,
If it's a football family and this is like their main,
The Steelers.
the Rooneys,
I was just about to say.
Steelers.
like they're
Listen,
a football family.
They've
The
had
Giants.
3 coaches,
The
bro.
Giants.
The
They've
Steelers
been
have had
down a
3
little bit, but not
Yeah.
consistent. Not
The
consistent.
Steelers have had 3 coaches.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
You talking about running your organization tight?
And it looks like this coach is going to be here for an extended period of time. They just read him up.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike Tomlin, one of my
Yeah,
favorite NFL
yeah,
coaches.
man, yeah.
So it seems to me like the guys who like their main business is football, and I don't know how accurate that is, because Jerry Jones, his main business is football, and he's an idiot.
His main business is
But he got too many hats. He wears too
money.
many
That's
hats.
right.
like-
So like you look at what is Robert Kraft?
Hold on, you hit a sore spot right there because Cowboys my squad.
I know that's your squad.
That-
Last 20, boy,
So
maybe nothing.
maybe it's the real football. Like if the team is like their main focus, maybe those are the better organizations. I don't know how
on
accurate
the
that would
football
be.
side,
Yeah,
because if we look at the last decade, okay, well, I mean, if you got the last decade, well, let's just say 15 years. You got your Bucks that are 1-2, which, in my opinion, hasn't been a very well-run organization
No,
up
no,
until
no.
they brought in a GM who they had to let go.
Yeah, they were pretty horribly run.
It was pretty horribly run for an extended period of time.
for like 40 years.
Well, now look at Kansas City. They ain't been killing it, but then they got the right coach in.
the right coach
with
and the right general manager that
and
drafted the right
player.
guy.
There you go.
Right, and then drafted the right guys. But 2 or 3 Super Bowls. So if you look at, but we know the Kansas City Chiefs has always still been in the playoffs. They got somebody like Joe Montana out of free agency.
Towards the
They-
end,
Yes,
yeah.
you know what I mean. So and then you had Derek
got
Thomas.
lucky
Well,
with
so
Brees
so we
Hall.
Brees
saying
home, right?
So we saying it's the Hunt family that's running the Chiefs. That way back to Hank Stram day when my boy said they matriculating down the field.
Yeah, right. But when you look at saying, okay, I got the personnel to be able to do it, and terribly we looking at we only using the word terribly run organizations because of your level of production.
Yeah.
What you've done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
Have
don't
you-
think the Lions should be like
Oh my goodness.
one of the older teams in the
Oh, my
league
goodness.
and have. I don't know how many playoff wins they
Oh,
got,
my
but
goodness.
I mean, what the
that's pretty.
I don't
bad.
think they've been as good since Alex Karras. I went back on y'all now.
But they
For those of you watching at home, Alex Karras was the guy who played on Webster as the father. He was an NFL player.
I went way back on y'all, but I
think he got kicked out for gambling.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Did I know that? You know I didn't know that.
Oh, my bad.
So why you got to ask me?
I think it was something to do with gambling. Alex Karras. But Herman Moore used to be that dude.
Herman Moore.
I think they made the playoffs.
Yeah, they did with him and Barry Sanders.
Him and Barry and Scott Mitchell.
Right.
They were so bad, Barry retired early.
Barry like enough of this
and somebody else in Calvin Johnson retired early.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if
that's the sign.
That's the sign.
That's
the
sign.
You know what I mean? When you look at that, but then you see newer organizations that were learning how to build and win, like the Atlanta Falcons, who over the latter part of the last decade has been a pretty consistent organization.
But they ain't run that damn ball when they had that lead and they could have won the game easy.
I think that was all by design.
Uh-oh.
But I won't even, get into that.
Go into that.
We ain't going WWE.
Yeah, we
going WWE?
No, we go transition. We go transition into the big four sports. If there's anything you could change, what would you change? And they already started off with one with the letting them wear the low numbers.
In the football.
And
You gonna expose
Woo!
me. You gonna expose me for being an old man.
What would I change in basketball?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it could be basketball.
This is what I would
football.
You gonna
change.
expose
Somebody that had very good footwork, and I'm on my rant now.
Uh-oh.
Here we
Forget Disney, making it an entertainment type of thing, and call more travels, about 70 to 80% of these guys, and start letting them get away with illegal footwork, which makes it impossible to guard anybody. At
Can't
this
guard
point.
it.
I don't mean from a rule.
If you're gonna put a handle,
I didn't mean from that.
Oh,
standpoint.
okay, my bad.
if
My
you're
bad.
gonna put a handle on the ball so they can carry
So
like
you, like
a
add,
suitcase,
you mean like add a 4-point shot?
I mean things of that
Ooh,
nature. That's not what I'm
ugly.
saying.
That's ugly.
Okay, I got one rule I'll change in college football. I'll go to the NFL overtime rule
No,
in college football.
I would go back to no overtime in college football, and
All ties.
your stats don't count in the bowl game. Remember that? John, remember when we first started watching college football, they didn't call
like
the
that.
numbers out of the guys who got a holding penalty. They just be like holding on offense.
I'm about to look real bad.
Go ahead and say it. I already
Uh-oh.
know what's coming.
Uh-oh.
You go die laughing at this.
Uh-oh.
Can we please
Nick,
get
you
rid
are
of-
going to die laughing at this one.
Can we please get rid of the damn 3-point line?
Oh, hell no. The 3-point line, coach?
But they'll run you out of time.
The
Yeah.
3-point line has changed the game of basketball.
Exactly.
That's
That's what the
that's the
worst.
point.
Because you got too many dudes shooting threes and they can't shoot them. They just shoot them because it's a three.
Now, Coach,
and everybody says,
I got a question.
well, if you shoot 2 twos
Right.
and make 4 points and I shoot 2 threes and hit them, I got 6 points. And if I miss one, I'm only 1 point. What the hell?
Okay, so, Coach, I got a question. You've scored over 1,600 points in your high school career, right?
With no line.
Hold up. That's what. Let me get off.
All right.
With no 3-point line, right?
Yes.
For the record, if there was a 3-point line,
Wait, let me interject. You also got to factor in freshmen couldn't play for
We
us.
didn't play.
no,
as
I
fre-
know that. Listen, I know.
We weren't allowed to play as
Hillsborough
freshmen.
County, I was involved in that. Coach was involved in that. Debonair was involved in that.
No, that was a TC thing. They wouldn't let the ninth graders play.
Oh, so you didn't have the. Oh, that's right. Private school.
they
you
was
could
on
go.
campus.
Yes.
Well, they
I
wasn't
was
on
so
campus.
heartbroken when I got a TC because I thought I was good enough to play varsity, and the freshmen was not allowed to play varsity.
Okay.
Now they got up on the wall up there. They got me 79-82. No. It's 80 to 82.
80 to 82.
I only played.
So he was on it. So 3 years, 1,600 points.
With no line.
How many shots? The high school 3 is 18.9, 18 feet 9 inches. The college 3 is 19.9. The NBA 3 has went back, I believe, to 21.9. How many shots did you take from 19 feet
I'm gonna preface this.
on average?
I'm gonna preface that with saying this: we wouldn't pick you and pick up if you couldn't shoot from where the current high school 3-point line is. We wouldn't pick you in a pickup game if you can't shoot from out there. The top of the key.
So why?
Top of the key.
So why are we taking the line away? If we got to be able to shoot from 19 feet.
Because it's destroying it because you got a bunch of dudes that think they shooters, and because they go 1 for 4, they think that's good. That's not
We'll let them
good.
keep thinking of that because you keep going 1 for 4, get 25% ain't get you nothing. Keep thinking. Come on over here and sit next to me.
You know? Because, and then listen, the goal used to be, man, number one, if I get 20 points and I took 20 shots, man, you ain't did nothing. And then we going way back. Now, if you took 20 shots, you was a ball hog. All right?
Fire wagon.
Listen, it
Fire wagon.
wasn't nothing to get you 20 with 12 shots. It wasn't nothing to get you 20 with, it wasn't nothing to get you 30 with 12 to 15 shots. Because I'm going to the line 7 to 8 because I'm going to bust you in your chest and get to the line. But I don't like this right here because I don't like talking about what I did or what I was because that was my time and that's over.
What we
But
have
it was
got to
different.
2,300 points is what we want to know.
Oh, easily.
Okay, that's all we want to hear.
So
Easily.
do you have a rule in the Big Four that you would change?
Just with the college football with the overtime rule, and I get rid of Thursday night football in the NFL too.
Yeah.
Well, now if football
That's
has
hurting the
17
game.
weeks, I
Yeah.
wouldn't
Especially
do
with
that.
17 weeks.
Yeah,
They got 17
They got to
weeks.
get rid of that Thursday
When-
night football.
But
That's
again,
no good.
as we sit here, somebody that's seen 30 plus years of sports for us, 40 plus years of sports, I mean, we know where it's going economically.
I'm gonna go another place that might not be good to go, but in hockey they need to get rid of that fighting because if it was a bunch of bros playing in there, they'll stop that rule.
I don't know.
Just
enough
letting
about
people
hockey.
fight.
Well, yeah, they do be bumping. I seen it. They dropped the puck the other night. They went to
Just-
fight the media.
That's what I'm saying. If it was a
Right.
bunch of bros in the league, they wouldn't be doing that.
If it was a bunch of listen, we already now that's a whole another conversation, Coach. If you put a lot of the melanin in one league, they ain't gonna have us thumping in that league like that.
No.
The same reason why freshmen can't go to the NBA.
Yeah.
The same reason why you can come right out of college and go to the MLB. We know why.
Yeah, I seen an interesting thing the
The
other
only
day.
thing that's drug tested and controlled is when you see a lot more of the melanin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
so
is.
Hold on. What you saw? Interesting.
I saw an interesting thing the other day. A dude had a no-hitter in 7 innings, and because it was a doubleheader, and they say the doubleheaders ain't going past 7 innings because of COVID and all this or whatever, they didn't count the no-hitter.
what?
He played a doubleheader game. The second game, he had a no-hitter for 7 innings, and the game was over at 7 innings, and they didn't count it because the MLB rule is the no-hitter only counts when it goes 9 games, 9 innings.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that a new COVID rule?
No, it's been
Oh,
a
that-
rule.
okay.
It's been a
I
rule
got
for a few
I got a
years.
rule that I've always wanted to do. Being a former owner of an organization, or something I decided to do as an owner, I would eliminate recreational drug testing in sports. Because if a guy wants to abuse drugs and try to play a sport at a high level, that discipline and responsibility level would be on them. So a guy like Josh Gordon, who is only smoking weed or drink, I don't know if it's
We
is it
assume.
I think
Yeah,
he
I
was
don't-
all weed. I think
So
he was
so
all-
smoking weed that has never monster drinks has killed more people than weed. But we are penalizing his talent based off of something that he enjoys that comes from the earth.
Well,
I would eliminate that piece of it to eliminate the control to say, okay, because those guys that will continue to excel at what they want to be able to do, they would do it at a responsible level of doing it. It's just like drinking. It's just like with anything. Whatever you decided, I would eliminate that to say, okay, I'm going to take this man gift away because he want to smoke a little weed.
Let me ask you something. I had this thought the other day.
I like that.
Steroids in sports and all this. Why don't we go ahead and get a steroid league and a regular league?
Ooh.
All steroids.
We already got a steroid league, coach. WWF.
Oh yeah, we do.
We got a
WWE,
steroid league. WWE, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all steroid league.
Steroid.
I'm sure they tested.
Oh, I guarantee they don't test.
Ooh. Coach, you need to stop.
I promise.
Man,
you.
and listen, man, your body's
might-
not anatomically built
They
to
might
look
even,
like
they
that.
might
Talking
even
about-
encourage.
I heard an interesting thing the other day. The dude said, what's the difference between them and the other athletes? They all entertainers.
Well, just tell them to put a football in their hand or a basketball in their hand. You'll see. Like, it's not even, it's like, just tell them to put a ball in their head and you will see the difference in athlete. You'll see.
That WWE tough boy. That's a grunt boy. You got to be.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying,
Hey,
you
them
said,
boy
what,
be looking
what's the
good.
difference?
Them boy
Hey,
be looking good.
what's the difference between them and who?
Reed, I forget what wrestler said it. He was like, they talking about wrestling fake. He said one thing you can't fake is gravity.
Oh, no, you can't
all
fake
the
that.
falls and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Boy, that's tough.
Hey,
But
them
guess
them
what?
boy put on a show now.
Oh yeah.
Listen, you line up your most elite football player. Because I'm sorry, The Rock played football before he was ever
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
You want to smell what The Rock is cooking? It's time, though. It's time for one of our favorite segments. And I'm not starting off today.
Coach Jones is.
I'll never
I
forget.
don't think you never started.
I don't have one, man.
What?
I'm telling you, man. All my stuff is just
It's
bunch of college football.
I got
Roy
one.
Tarpley,
I got
all
one.
these guys.
I got one. I went back with my daughter the other day because she went to TC.
Yeah.
I went to TC and we were talking about this and that. You know, she had 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, all this, and she was talking trash a little bit, I think. You know, so I was talking about my career. And then she got me. She was like, "Well, I got 2 state championships."
Ooh.
Hey, she might as well took off the white gloves and pimp slap me back.
Oh.
But I was thinking about, and I never forget, man, we came out, because I had the song, I heard it the other day, We Will Rock You by Queen.
Right.
And it was playing. Man, you could have took me back that we came out of the locker room.
No.
We was playing Jesuit.
What's happening?
Okay, they got to playing that thing. You know, it's packed when the Crusaders and the Tigers play.
Yes, sir.
It's packed.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
has been.
Yes, sir.
We came out that thing, boy, boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch. But we walked out that thing with the hand up, number 1, stopped the half court, turned to the crowd, said, "Yes, sir."
Not the 3 Basketeers.
The 3
We
Basketeers,
don't
me
know
and my
about
boy, Aiken, my boy.
That's what they was
Garcia.
called, Reed.
Hey, look at
3 Basketeers.
Hey,
Oh, you and Garcia on the same team?
Yeah.
See, I ain't
Not
nothing.
Ronaldo.
His older
Rigo,
brother.
his brother.
Okay, got you.
His brother was tough now.
Okay, got you.
So, man, the music was playing, boy. I was almost back there. We went out, we walked out, boy, the crowd was hollering and everything. I told my daughter that. She said, I bet that was nice. I said, yeah, man, we had the crowd in. It was a packed house, you know. I said, I don't know if you played in front of a packed house. Women's basketball.
I got 2 state chip.
But she said, it might not have been packed, but we did play at the Lakeland Center.
There you go. Hard to pack that thing.
Hey, let me tell you something, boy.
I believe she got me.
What? Hey, we're going to talk about who, the winner.
So I never forget. I had my memory. She got me.
Yeah,
She
she went top shelf on you.
Well,
She
listen.
took you out there in that deep water, somewhere you had never been before. Yeah, boy, you drowning quick, boy.
Coach just referenced being checked by being the elder and having offspring. Well, I'm not even going to get into it, never forget. I'm going to follow my guy, Debonell, but it happens to me consistently having 2 younger ladies that I'm raising right now that checks me all the time. Like, it's unreal. So, yeah, you got
really
pimp
gets
slapped by your daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This means war.
This mean, yo,
With the white glove.
I don't know if you ever
Hey,
seen
look
it.
here, finger at a time.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been in a packed house. Oh, yeah, but I've been to Lakeland twice, though.
Hard to pack that out.
And see, that would have crushed me, because guess what, boy? My chance to go to Lakeland, boy, had me, I couldn't tell the story for 10 years.
She actually
Hurt
went over
my
there.
heart.
She actually went over there 3 times.
Three times,
Oh,
one,
yeah,
two.
3 times. And then the 4th time, they lost in double overtime at the buzzer.
Rule, understand, not humility, respect.
Yeah.
Okay, respectfully respect people. Treat people how they treat you.
she-
And understand that.
Respectfully
She respected me because
Respectfully
she
respect
respected
people.
me because after she told me, she said, "I do love you, though."
Oh, yeah, of course. And now she been AO. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I just check it. Like I've been waiting on this moment. For you to
Yeah.
tell me, oh, I don't know if you played in the pack house, but yeah, I mean, you want to go in the back room and go in that drawer right there? It's 2 of them things back there, 2 of them rings back there, 2 of them.
I'll stay with that theme.
Yeah, 2 of them now. So respectfully respect people. That's the gist of this story.
With all my homeboys and their sons, I used to have this thing I would do. I beat them in 1-on-1, then I stopped playing them once I felt it.
Yeah, he was coming.
Started
The
to
shift.
shift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The shift.
I stopped. So my son's 6'5" and some change.
Growing.
Yeah, my homeboy
What?
son, Mike Trigg, son, like 6'5", 240, 230. So I used to beat him, and I'd be talking reckless to him. Yeah, boy, you'll never be able to beat me, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what happened. I woke up, and they was juniors and seniors. So we was somewhere one day, and my son was like, what's up, Dad? You want to play? I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, plus I got the last victory against you. I called myself, go come out, jump on him quick, Reed. We go into 7.
Make 2
dribbles,
quick ones.
Yeah.
2 quick ones.
2 quick ones.
E.
So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to catch little trick.
What 3 cola?
So about a week before this happened, I ain't tell Jones this story. We was at HCC.
Oh, you left it out.
And Jones was like, "You can beat your dad." And my son frowned his face up like, "Yes."
Oh yeah, he didn't give me the answer.
So I got offended because he hadn't beat me at this point.
You wanted some smoke.
So that's what led to the game.
That's a 6'9" wingspan.
I hit him, bam. Hit him with another, bam.
But it's over after that.
So when he blocked the first jump shot, which is
Hold on.
When the last time your jump shot been blocked? 82?
I mean, messing around with this guy quite often.
Oh!
So when he blocked the first one, you know, I was like, okay, he got out on me a little quick. I got to be a little quick in my get off. When he blocked the second one, this is how I knew it was over. Act like you shoot. It was with this face. Act like you shooting real. It was like,
Oh,
What are you doing?
he didn't make the face
Like,
white.
what are you
block it.
doing?
Oh no.
so of course, then I tried to ground and pound. He moving out the way. I'm stumbling.
Well,
I never forget the day when I got dominated by my son.
since we
And I didn't think it was coming, but it came.
I have a son just as big as me, about 3 inches shorter. It's actually on wax though. Mine's on film.
Uh-oh. That's bad.
And I've always took pride in all of my players staying in shape. My executive admin, April Palmer's son, RJ Palmer's tried me. One guy that I was pretty close with, Nate Rogers, he's never really tried me because he's never really been that skilled to play one-on-one. Just shoot it. Yeah, I said it.
Minute too.
Mark Miller has tried me. I take pride. Jamori DeGoul, very good guys, one-on-one. Well, fellas, I sleep, eat, and breathe and live one-on-one. Like, this is how I got beat up on
was
growing
your
up.
thing,
That was
yeah.
my thing.
Jump out there.
Yeah.
What'd you tell him, Reed?
Oh, every time. Stayed in a little shape for it. Well, coaching at CDS, used to open up the gym all the time, bring guys in, we working out. So a couple of my guys came and was playing 3-on-3. I'm guarding my son, he's guarding me. He's now getting into himself. He's getting into his bag. Like, so this is what I'll never forget because I just underestimated the work that had been put in, the skill set that I had gave him, and got hit with my own stuff.
Oh.
I crowded him, he hit me with the mellow. Jab, jab, probe. Oh, I'm finna reach across his body and rip this. He probed the second time, stuck that right leg out and bopped me. Bloop!
Offense said he ain't hit you with it.
Did he hit me with it?
Hit you with the
I
Diddy
knew it was
bop.
coming when you said probe. I
Listen.
said, oh,
Hit you with the Diddy bop like Baron Davis.
Listen, the Diddy bop like Baron Davis crossed me over, got to the rim. Good thing he boinked the layup. I got the rebound. Now, those that know me personally, I am extremely competitive. Like I had like an overcoming heat in my body. Like I was like, oh,
That's
hell
what
no.
happens when you get destroyed.
Like he just,
I know it.
oh my God, he destroyed me. And then here's how today's generation operate. They don't care about the finish. Boy, I got you.
Oh, the crowd goes
you
crazy.
didn't finish it.
The sideline goes
No,
crazy.
that don't mean nothing.
And then the worst part about it,
You know what
it
I
is
said to that $100 move? $2.
$2 finish. It's on film. So he can always go reference this move where he crossed me over, like knee jerked me. Oh, it was bad, coach.
You
I
didn't-
showed it to him. Oh, he got me.
You stumbled?
Barely, baby. Good thing I sat in that hip, though, coach. If I'd have sat in that
Sit in
knee.
the hip, Reed.
See, I'm always in good defensive position. See, see, nowadays guys fall because they're in bad defensive position.
yeah.
He bought me, though.
That's funny.
I mean, I used to call it undress me, make moves violent. You know, if coach, if all my clothes would have came off, that's he bought me. When he bought me, I was like, oh boy,
Let's get out of here.
okay. That's what I'll never forget. My son crossing me up, getting to the rack, increasing his skill set to be able to do that. Yeah. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment with whatever topics you want to hear. We looking for some comments. I know we got to do a little bit, but give us anything you want to hear. It ain't everything ain't gonna be sports related. We get some stuff that's not sports related. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button. It helps us with algorithms and everything we need to be able to
Can
do.
I add one thing?
Yes, sir.
I know y'all watching, but you don't want to get that subscribe. Man, hit that subscribe button and let us go
Well,
and
we
get this
trying to get
thing and
to
take it to
500
another
before
level.
We're
we
trying to
ain't
get to 500
Let's
before
go. Let's
4th
go.
of July weekend.
Y'all watching, just hit the subscribe
Five, we
button.
had 270,
Come on
275,
now,
somewhere
come
up in
on
there.
now. Stop playing.
They don't want to congratulate
Listen, in
the
life,
playing. Y'all
in
playing,
life,
man.
and in spirit, and in energy, 99 ain't good enough.
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
100.